Red light now turned on. Aphrodite Magic is late scratching. And the stalls are back. They're off and they're racing. God'll Get You jumped okay. Bread Not Brought also away well. And driving through soon after is Power to Rule, the newcomer, looking for the lead as well. Although God'll Get You's going to get there. Canny Kev comes across. Dubai Winks is out there wider. Also driving forward Sky River soon after the start. They're followed by Excelsimus down on the inside. Further back is Main Show in the middle. Mama Bell wide. Then Exceed the Planet. Back in a bit of congestion here as they settle properly. A length and a half away behind those. Next of all is Old Mate Henry as they gallop along by the 600. Back with it, War Colours also back there. In the second half is Hope to Admire. And the last couple included New York Sky, Yell Tonight to the turn. God'll Get You. At the 400 mark, God'll Get You. A half to 3/4, Canny Kev. They've kicked two in front now, coming around the turn from Power to Rule. Where's Exceed the Planet? Bullocking its way clear now. So the favourite, 5 or 6 lengths from the leader, Canny Kev, who surged to the front. Canny Kev at the 150. About 3 clear. Here comes Exceed the Planet. It's going 3 to the leaders 1. Look at Exceed the Planet. Gobble up Canny Kev. Draws away at a great return and breaks its maiden deservedly. Exceed the Planet beat Canny Kev right up on the rail. Old Mate Henry for third. Then War Colours. Followed deeper out then by Hope to Admire. And also not far behind those on pulling up next of all is Bread Not Brought in company with Main Show. And they were followed further back by New York Sky. A good margin back in the field when they'd pulled up is Sky River, Excelsimus and Yell Tonight. God'll Get You got very tired, and the last few runners home they did include Power to Rule, Mama Bell and Dubai Winks. Well, Canny Kev dashed to the lead after heads had turned for home, but oh gee. Holly Watson looked supremely confident there in the last 100 once she knew she had Canny Kev's measure. And Exceed the Planet has run right over the top of them after shouldering its way clear at the top of the home straight. So at the end of it all, it's won by about 3.5 to Canny Kev, and then Old Mate Henry third home. Terrific go for fourth. That'll probably go, in fact does go the way of 5 in Hope to Admire. But it was all about Exceed the Planet, the Exceedance 3-year-old from Awesome Planet, trained by Sue Olive for Gold Front, ridden by Holly Watson, winning by 3. A length second and third. They've run 1:11.20, 35.42 the last 600 there. And its 7th race start after 3 minor placings. 2 of those, of course, in stakes races, the Belgravia and the Faritha. And today just showed what a real talent he is, albeit it was only a maiden race, but it was the way that he dispensed with its rivals in an ultra impressive return. Second placing to Canny Kev, which has done a very good job after drawing the river. Second up by Safeguard, trained by Sean and Jake Casey, ridden by Braden Garth. And Old Mate Henry third by My Admiration from Blooper, Steele Casey, Jared Noski in third spot. The late withdrawal of 9, Aphrodite Magic there. Race 5, the Glenroy Chaff Handicap, 1 Hobelar. It'll be here tomorrow, and so will Nicky Motor. Both scratched today, both returning to the Derby meeting tomorrow. And those are the 2 changes to come in the 5th event at 10 after 3. Let's go down to Lockie. Sue Oliver's made her way very quickly into the enclosure. And once he was able to bullock his way out at the top of the home straight, he gathered them up, gave that leader about 6 to 7 lengths head start at the 200 and won by 3. It says something about this horse's ability, Lockie.
Without doubt, Darren, Exceed the Planet, potentially a star on the rise. And Sue Oliver's a very, very happy lady as she makes her way over towards me. Sue, congratulations on the win. Exceed the Planet. You spoke about the fact that he's made some physical progression. Well, it was on display today.
Yeah, no, he's done a marvellous job, and I'm just glad to get that maiden out the way.
What did you make of the race as it transpired? Obviously, the speed was on in a capacity lineup. He did need an ounce of luck at the top of the straight, but once he got clear, wow.
Yeah, you did right. I was looking and thinking, gee whiz, how's he going to get out of here? But no, she's done a fantastic job to get him out, and he's done a good job to bring it home.
Clearly showed a fantastic turn of foot at 1,200 metres today. Is this just the start of what could be a really nice preparation where you continue to stretch him out in trip?
I think so, Lockie, but you just take baby steps, see how he goes, see how he pulls up, and then go find a 14.
We saw him step out in a WA Guineas at the back end of last preparation. Could he potentially be a Belmont Guineas horse this time in?
Well, that was our plan, but as I said, baby steps. We'll just see how it goes.
You know, I get excited about a nice horse, Sue. Congratulations on the win.
Thanks, Locke.
There's Sue Oliver after the win of Exceed the Planet. Really, really nice performance from this 3-year-old by Exceedance, and I think it's Exceedance's first crop, the 3-year-olds, and he looks to be one of the best ones here in the West. Very, very impressive performance, and as Darren said prior to crossing downstairs to us, Scotty, Exceed the Planet, he spotted the second horse 6-7 lengths at the 300 or 200 metre mark, and then he's eventually won by 3 lengths. It was a remarkable victory.
It certainly was. He pulled right away from them. Now you probably start to wonder, what did he beat there today, Lockie? But in terms of how he's returned, he trialled well, he's won a race now, he's full of confidence, and he's showed a really good turn of foot there to gun them down the centre. He was just extending that margin. The further they went, the further he was in front, and he looks like he is in for an excellent preparation. Can't wait to see him measure up against his own age group sometime soon, be it on a Wednesday or a Saturday. He looks like he's going to just get bigger and stronger all this way through. 1200, 1400, 1600, it won't mind. So I'm thinking here today that Holly Watson will be pretty happy with that. As a result, Holly, it'd be nice if every pickup ride was like that.
Oh yeah, big thanks to Pat. He's done a lot of work on this horse. Yeah, unfortunate that he can't ride him, but I'm really glad that I could.
Watching you in the run there, you were in sort of the midfield position, which is where Sue wanted you, but there were horses inside, outside, in front. You were going to have to make a move at some stage.
I sort of wish that Brad didn't sort of end up outside me. That sort of made it a little bit tricky. But look, he's a really nice horse. He got himself out of that trouble and let down like a very nice horse.
Certainly did. He looks like he's in for a huge preparation, this horse.
Yeah, 100%. I said to Sue, he's a very nice horse. I haven't sat on one like that for a while. He's still learning, but he's such a kind horse. So, yeah, no, great job to Sue and the team and Pat.
Congratulations, well done.
Thanks, Scott.
There's Holly Watson combining with Sue Olive and Exceed the Planet, potentially the good thing of the day, and he gets the job done at a short price. As our attention now turns to race 4 out of Kalgoorlie, it's the Blue Spec Horseshoe Shaft Handicap, and horses are on their way to the gate, so let's have a look at them. We'll start with the one, A Lot of Banter Riley for Fiona Scott and Vic Corber.
He was well beaten last start, first run at Kalgoorlie, A Lot of Banter. He was beaten 2.5 lengths by Natural Gem, the favourite here on that occasion, but he didn't get a lot of room to move late in the race when he needed it. He gets 2.5 kilos on the favourite for that run here, but just a bit of a concern is his soft form, Lockie. He's had 3 cracks on the soft and yet to run a placing.
2 Pearly Nugget, Helen Harding, Kiriel.
I thought she was better last start. She ran in a 64 plus behind Love Drunk Baby, so she is dropping back in class here